Hi guys, I really hope you're all doing really well. My name's Shireen and I talk all things sewing and homemaking, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 sewing patterns that will transition you from winter into the spring months. So let's get on into the video. So before I start, I thought I would share with you what I'm wearing. Today I'm wearing the McCall's M8090 caftan tiered dress, and I've been really proud of this make. I think it's worked out really lovely. It has this collarless detailed neckline, and this was kind of one of my first big projects using interfacing in such a manner, and it was quite challenging, but I think it's turned out really well. It has these lovely flared sleeves and tiers along the bottom. If you want to see more about this dress and see it in full length, I do have a video coming up soon which I will be sharing you the process. At the moment I've only got one tier at the bottom, and I'm kind of debating whether to add 1 or 2 more tiers. So if you want to help me out on that one, then do let me know when that video comes up, because I'm holding off making those adjustments until then. But let's get on into the free sewing patterns for winter spring 2023. Now, all of these patterns I'm showing you, I have selected carefully in order for it to be a versatile piece to make in either a medium weight fabric or a lighter weight fabric, depending on the season, but something that can also be used interchangeably between the colder and slightly warmer weather conditions to come. So the first sewing pattern that I want to share with you is this hooded cardigan by So Easy. It has such a lovely, elegant yet practical design. You know me, I love a pocket, and when you add a hood into the mix, we are talking. Now, it has this lovely casual design. I think how they've styled this up with a belt works really lovely and just demonstrates how great this would be as a dress, even for the winter months. But also something really handy to have to throw on over your shoulders in the evenings once springtime does come around, which I'm sure will be coming around quicker than we think. And I really think this would work really well both with the jacquard heavier weight fabric or even a thinner jersey. Now, I do have a cream jersey in my fabric stash that I am tempted to use for this, so watch this space. We'll see how we get on with that one. Now, this next free sewing pattern is the Lobelia dress. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, but it's this lovely V necklined dress with a lovely mild bell-shaped 3/4 length sleeve. It has this lovely design detail cinched in the waist, hugging the figure, and has a really lovely A-line flared bottom. Again, I can just imagine this working really well in the winter period, both the long sleeve top underneath and paired with tights and maybe some boots, but also moving on into the spring and summer seasons, I think this with bare legs and some sandals would also look really lovely. I'm quite tempted to make this from a viscose, but if you did watch my Make 9, I am wanting to make more garments out of chiffon, so who knows, we may give that a go. So this next one is actually a free sleeve sewing pattern, and you can also obtain the actual top, but that one is a paid for sewing pattern. But this sleeve I feel is something you can add on to any top sewing pattern that you already have. I think this design is particularly lovely to use a thicker jersey with, and has a really dramatic draped bell sleeve, and I think it's a really lovely addition to have to be able to add to more summery tops even, and to suit the more colder seasons. What I do love about this sleeve is the lovely volume on the top of the sleeve, but also how it falls so elegantly into a bell sleeve at the bottom. And it has a lovely elasticated cuff. I think this would work really well with a jersey fabric or a knit fabric, or even with some sweatshirting fabrics. Now, this next one is the Maria top, and essentially is a simple sweatshirt top, but what really won me over on this one was the neckline. Not only is it super flattering and super elegant, it's super practical as well. I can just imagine being able to take this top on and off without getting a load of makeup on the neckline, and I love the choice of fabric that they've used here. They've almost used this faux cable knit style jersey, and to be honest, I'm really tempted to make it exactly how they've done it here, because colour choice and fabric choice, spot on. Now, this next one is a super interesting one. It was actually produced and made by the V&A Museum based on one of their historic garments that they have in the museum, and they've created this lovely shirt blouse which They've made with many variations with lots of different details, from ruffled collars and ruffled cuffs to a ruffled button down neckline, and I think this is a really nice one to do if you want to challenge yourself with shirts. If you watched my Make 9 video, you would have seen that I'm really intrigued to make some more shirts this year, and I did have a sewing pattern in mind for that. However, I think I'm also going to try this one as well, because there's some design details on here that I absolutely love and really can't wait to do. Now this next one I think has to be one of my favourites. If you've seen my other videos so far, you would have seen that I've been wearing my Mia dress so much this year. I feel this is a very similar take on that, but one that would look much better in a jersey, I feel. So this one is a really lovely long-sleeved tiered mini dress. And what I really love about this dress though are the more modest details, such as the gentle ruching on the shoulder and the lovely mild bell-sleeved cuff, but also the ease of the closure. There's no zips, there's no buttons, but there's a lovely tie detail at the back, easy to get on and off. And again, super versatile for the seasons, whether in winter with a long sleeve top underneath paired with tights, or whether you just want to make this out for something thinner for the springtime. I think this is a really, really lovely piece to have in your wardrobe. Now this next one is by Bonina, and it's actually only available for January, so if it's one that you want, I would head on over as soon as possible. And it's their yoga pants that they've called the Julia yoga pants. Now this one I think is a really lovely design and shape. It has this really unusual long cuff detailing around the calf area, so kind of a 3/4 length style. It has a really good quality waistband, and they've used a very exciting colour on this one, but I think I would probably go a little bit more plain and use a solid colour. Personal preference obviously, but I think this is a great one whether you want to wear it for yoga or whether as loungewear. I think this is a really great piece to have in your Me Made wardrobe. Now the Kiri dress is also a lovely design. It's very similar in terms of its collar detail to the V&A shirt. However, this one has a little bit more of a rounded collar, and what I do really love about this dress is the asymmetric high-low designed sleeve, again with these lovely ruffled edges. And it has this lovely button down detail all the way down to the bottom, and I really love how they've used chiffon with this, but again I think this would work really well with the viscose, and super versatile to change from winter to spring. Now moving on to loungewear, the next one is the Dahlia dressing gown, which I think is a great versatile piece to have to be able to throw on top of your pyjamas. And it's this lovely cinched in tie-waisted dressing gown, and I really think this would work really well with any sort of jersey that you might have in your fabric stash, but also as a chiffon for more spring summer seasons. I think this is a really, really nice and simple make for your wardrobe. Now this is the only pair of trousers that I popped in this list, and it's the Ellen flared jeans. Now if you're up for a challenge, this is a really nice one for you to do. It has this almost double-breasted styled waistband, which I'm not sure if you can say for trousers, but it has dual columns of buttons, and it has this really lovely flattering flared bootleg cut style trouser. And again, if that's something you want to try, then this is a really nice one to give a go and make for yourself. I think this would also look really nice with a corduroy fabric, so if you're quite new to denim or you feel denim might be too difficult to work with, it might be worth trying with the corduroy fabric first and moving on to denim a little bit later on. Now last but no means least is this oversized pullover sweatshirt, and again with this one it's the neckline. It just has such an elegant touch, and the fold over sleeve detail is just really unusual and really lovely. I love how they've used two different fabrics here to get that two-tone effect, and I just love also how comfortable this is, and to be honest, in my opinion would be the perfect airport outfit and easily styled up or down depending on the occasion. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoyed this one and want to see some more free sewing pattern videos from me, then I'll leave a playlist up here. And if you want to watch some of my other videos, I'll leave another one that you might find interesting down on this side here. So guys, until next time, happy sewing. Bye.